Today we will discuss this insect excretory system. Can anyone tell what do you mean by excretion? Any idea what do you mean by excretion?
The removal of wastage after the digestion.
Yes or no? Very good. That means what is happening here? You see, first the insect need to feed. After feeding, what will happen? They will, by using this digestive enzyme, they will digest the product, the food. Okay. Then what will happen? Most of the things will be absorbed. The nutrients will be absorbed, and some waste product has to be removed out from the body, because it may be only a waste of that material, or it may be sometimes toxic also. Yes or no? So they need to be what? Removed from the body. Yes or no? This process is known as what? Your excretion. Yes or no? During metabolism, a number of waste product will be produced, and that may be toxic also sometimes. That's why they need to be excreted out, eliminated out. Okay, and this process is known as excretion, and the mechanical device which will be carrying out this particular process, that is excretion, they are known as what? Your excretory system or excretory organelles. Now you see these toxic materials. Okay, generally what happens to those? These are normally the nitrogenous product or byproduct. Okay, it may be ammonia or uric acid, any kind of pigment, salt, ion, any kind of things may be there, but generally two things are there. One is uric acid, another one is this ammonia. Okay, for the efficient maintenance of the water and the ionic balance in the haemolymph in the blood, the waste product of the metabolism are to be removed, or that has to be eliminated. Okay, different form of your excreta or waste product are there, like your solid is urea or uric acid, gaseous in form of your carbon dioxide. We already have discussed, sorry, this one we have not discussed, we have discussed circulatory. These things we'll discuss. Then liquid is honeydew. Okay, semisolid is this allantoin, semisolid one, this is important. Okay, and liquid is honeydew. From which insect honeydew is excreted out? Who can tell? Honeydew is excreted out from which insect?
Crickets.
Aphids, yes or no? From which organelle, from which organ that is excreted out?
Barnacles.
Barnacles, very good. Yes or no? Okay. So you see different type of organs are there, like Malpighian tubule, integument itself, tracheal system for carbon dioxide, alimentary canal, the rectum and all will come, nephrocytes, oonocytes, fat body, labial gland, chloride cells. These are all what? Your excretory organs or excretory system organs. Okay, getting my point? One by one we will discuss. First one is Malpighian tubule. Okay, this one is Malpighian tubule. Here some important points are there, like first question may come, who has discovered this Malpighian tubule? Okay, who has discovered? Italian scientist, he is your Marcello Malpighi. Very, very important. Who has discovered Malpighian tubule? Marcello Malpighi in 1669. Okay, then what happened? This Haeckel, okay, in 1820, he has given this organ as Malpighian tubule as to according to the name of the scientist Marcello Malpighi. Understood? Who has given the term? Who has discovered? Both are different. Discovery by Malpighi and discovery by, term given by Haeckel. 1669, 1820 respectively. Understood or not? This point. Hello, very, very important. It may come in the exam.
Yes, sir.
Okay. These are ectodermal in origin. These things you have to remember everywhere, which is ectodermal, which is endodermal. At this end of this physiology system, I will provide you a single picture where I will just mention everything, which is ectodermal, which is mesodermal, and which is endodermal, and their meanings. Okay, we will discuss later on. Then the Malpighian tubules are long form tubule-like structure. Yes or no? You see, this is the midgut, this is the hindgut. From this junction, yes or no, Malpighian tubules are arising. The question may come, where the Malpighian tubules are arising? Where? Where? From where the Malpighian tubules are arising?
Junction of midgut and hindgut.
Junction of midgut and hindgut, yes or no? But one more thing I have told you in the class. What is that? What we should tell? We should tell anterior part of hindgut. Yes or no? Anyhow, that is correct. That is junction of midgut and hindgut. But you can tell this is the anterior part of your hindgut. Yes or no? You already have discussed on that day. Yes or no? Can you recall?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So you see slender and blind tubes lying in the hemocoel. In the body cavity they will be there. In this picture you can see in the body cavity a Malpighian tubule is there. Here a pair of Malpighian tubule is there. Okay, but it will be more. Then these open at their proximal extremities into the intestine near the junction of hindgut and midgut. Where it is opening, you see at the junction of midgut and hindgut they are opening. Okay, this is one end, the proximal end you can tell. What is the another end? That is the distal end. It is depending on you, which one you are taking proximal, which one you are taking the distal. Proximal means generally what the beginning point, distal means generally what your ending point. Yes or no? But in this particular sentence you see functional differentiation is there. What is that? Now you see the picture here. This end, okay, this end, this end, this end. What is their function? What do you think? What is their function? What do you think? Hello, this end, this one, this one. What is their function?
Absorption.
Absorption, yes or no? That means you see this is the hemocoel circulatory system where the blood is there. It is carrying the waste product. So from the blood what will happen? It will carry the waste product. Okay, it will be metabolized and it will at this proximal part. Okay, it will be what will happen? It will enter inside. Yes or no? Huh? So this is what they will do. Absorption will be done, and here what will happen? It will be released into the hindgut. Okay. That is only written. Okay, distal secretory and proximal absorptive region. Okay, it may differ according to your way of writing this sentence. Understood? You see, this is the generalized picture. Midgut, hindgut at this junction, Malpighian tubule is arising. Okay, then in this picture, this is the stomach, ventriculus, yes or no, midgut, and this is the intestine, hindgut, yes or no, ileum, and at this point your Malpighian tubules are arising, suspended in the body cavity. Yes or no? Huh? Clearly understood?
Yes.
Okay. These things understood. You should know anterior part of the hindgut. Yes or no? Huh? Okay. Then you see digestive tract, Malpighian tubules are there. Yes or no? Huh? This is the Malpighian tubule. In this picture you can see. Can you see my mouse pointer? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
You see these are the Malpighian tubules. Okay, these are the Malpighian tubules. So you can see, Malpighian tubules are there. Understood? Midgut, hindgut. This is the mirror image. This is the midgut. This is the hindgut. Showing mirror side. Okay, ileum, colon will be there. Understood? Dissection of a cockroach. Okay, clear? Up to this clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, one more term is that you note it down. Okay, cryptonephridial condition. Which one? Cryptonephridial condition. Okay, in this picture what is happening you see in this picture. Okay, one end, the proximal end is arising from this junction and the distal end is freely suspended in the hemocoel body cavity. Yes or no? Understanding? Understanding
Yes,
or not? Some conditions happen, especially in case of Lepidoptera and Coleoptera insect. What will happen there? This is the distal end, yes or no? Distal end. This is the distal end, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Distal end of few of these Malpighian tubule, what will happen? They will be connected to what? Your rectum of the hindgut. This distal end will be connected to the rectum of the hindgut or proctodium. Understanding? This will just add up to that. Getting my point or not? You see what will happen? This not like this. Okay, this will be like this. Okay, it will be interconnected. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
This condition, this particular condition is known as what? Your cryptonephridial condition. Clearly understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now understood this one. It occurs in the larva and adult of many coleopteran, beetles, in some hymenoptera larva, neuroptera, and almost all lepidopteran larva. These conditions happens. Okay, it enables the insect to conserve water by withdrawing the moisture from the fecal matter. What is the meaning of that last sentence? You see what is happening.
Sir, reabsorption.
Reabsorption, that means what is happening? Suppose the normal excretory system, what is that? In the midgut, the food will be digested. Waste product will be sent back to this, hindgut. It will go to ileum, then colon, then rectum. In rectum, what will happen? It will be rectal pads will be there. Again, they will reabsorb. Then that will excreta will be sent through the anus, excreted throughout this anus. Yes or no? But if this will be attached, then what will happen? Again, this whatever the essential amino acid, water, sugar, salt, whatever will be there, okay, they will be reabsorbed. Okay, again sent back to this midgut. Okay, so this is what your reabsorption by this Malpighian tubules or Malpighian tubules. Clearly understood? What is the role of cryptonephridial condition? Generally moisture they will collect from the fecal matter. Okay. Now you can see midgut, and this is the hindgut in this rectum. Yes or no? You see Malpighian tubule is connected. Here also this is the Malpighian tubule. It is connected to this rectum portion. This is region is known as what your cryptonephrid, like this it will be interwoven. Yes or no? This region is known as what your cryptonephridial region. Okay, this one here you can see cryptonephridial region. Getting my point? You see this Malpighian tubule is attached here. That's why this interwoven region is known as what your cryptonephridial region. Clearly understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, you see the number. Okay, I think Ankit I think has asked that question. Yes or no? How many Malpighian tubule will be there? Yes or no? You see Malpighian tubules vary in their shape and size. They may be simple or branched. Not important. Their number varies from 2 to 250. You see, yes or no? 2 in case of coxsackids, that is smallest insect. Yes or no? You see very small insect, the scale insect or your mealybugs and all. They have only 2. One pair of Malpighian tubule will be there. In case of bugs, 4 numbers will be there. That means 2 pair. In case of mosquito, 5. In case of moths and butterflies, 6. In case of cockroach, 60 will be there. And in case of locust, you see. This is the locust, Orthoptera, you see how many Malpighian tubules will be there, as many as 250 number of Malpighian tubules may be there, but primitive number is 6, okay, just like in case of moths and butterfly, 6 number of Malpighian tubule will be there with some modification of ranging from 2 to 250, okay. The shape of the tubule may be sac-like, papilla or branched, not important. Malpighian tubules are absent in aphids, columella, springtail, okay, and where excretion is added by labial glands. Yes or no? You see, in case of aphid, Malpighian tubule is absent, but cornicles are there. In case of columella, springtail, labial gland will be there. We'll discuss. Okay, upcoming slides. Labial gland will be there. They will be helpful for excretion. In case of Diplura and Protura, represented by your only papillae. Understood? Just remember, absent in case of aphid, columella, diplura, protura. In case of aphid, cornicle. In case of columella, labial glands. In case of diplura and protura, papillae. Understood? Rectal papillae will be there. Papillae. Understood? Now coming to function of Malpighian tubule. Okay, what is the primary function of Malpighian tubule? What is the primary function of excretion? Yes or no? First point is excretion. What is second? You see luciferin. This is what your glowworm and firefly will be there. Okay, this production of light. Do you know this one in Nodia we call it Juljulia Paco? Yes or no? Have you seen?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? This luciferin. Okay, luciferin, what will happen? They are producing the light which is produced by Malpighian tubules only. That is a function. Again, in case of your dipteran insect, okay, in their pupal stage, for hardening of this puparium, what is a puparium? Who can tell? What is a puparium? Who can tell? What is corked type of pupa? Tell. Someone is telling. Tell.
That sac.
Case, pupal case. That means what is happening? You see, the larva will undergo pupal stage. Yes or no? The larva will undergo molting. So in the final molting, what will happen? The exuvium will be modified as a pupal case, which is known as puparium, and for hardening of that one, calcium is required. Okay, this calcium will be stored in the Malpighian tubule. That is also a function. Silk production in case of larval Neuroptera like this Chrysopolla and all, Aphidian. Secretion of the tubule produce stalked eggs in case of Aphidian. Can you see these are the eggs? Yes or no? We have discussed this one. Stalked eggs, yes or no? Can you see? These are the eggs, yes or no? Is it visible, my mouse pointer?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Okay, these eggs are attached to the surface, substrate, through a thread-like structure, yes or no? These threads are prepared by these Malpighian tubules only in case of Chrysoperla carnea. Have you seen this picture? In the plant, a foam-like structure will be there. Have you seen? It may be in case of red gram or in case of some weeds also you might have seen. Have you seen? Have you seen this one? This foam-like structure?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is what secretion of this pumaline and all, that is by this spittle bug. They will secrete this, that is a defensive purpose. Understood? This spittle secretion in case of spittle bug, that is also carried out by the Malpighian tubules only. Apart from that, they also produce enzyme, acid, alkaline phosphatase, dehydrogenase, okay, genase, lipase and all they will produce. Okay, you can see in this pumaline this particular spittle bug will be there, and this is the stages you see. Bug means they have heavy metamorphosis, no pupal stage, yes or no, spittle bug. Okay, now coming to integument. Who can tell how integument help in excretion? But generally, what is the major one you see? They are removing the exuvium, yes or no? Once after a molting, is there any role of any exuvium in the insect? Is there any role of exuvium? No. That means now the exuvium is a waste product, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what is excretion? Removal of the waste product. So what they are doing? They are undergoing this ecdysis. That means what is the meaning of that? Removal of the old exocuticle. So that is also a way of excretion. Getting my point or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Again,
Yes, sir.
again, this spiracle will be in the cuticle only. Yes or no? In the integument, in the cuticle. So this spiracle is, that is a mode of excretion of carbon dioxide. That is not, no doubt, that is a respiratory system, but it eliminates your carbon dioxide. So that way also integument is a excretory organ. Then tracheal system, respiratory system. Here what happens? They will eliminate the carbon dioxide. Normal respiration process we'll discuss in the respiratory system. Then alimentary canal. How alimentary canal is a excretory system or organ?
From NS, they are excreting the waste.
Yes, that is right. Yes or no? Alimentary canal, what is happening? After digestion, waste product is going to the intestine, ileum, colon, rectum. From that is excreted out. Yes or no? Very good. That is alimentary canal, excretory organ. Next, this is important. You may not have known. This nephrocytes. My mouse pointer visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Okay. Yesterday we have discussed about hemocytes. What is a hemocyte?
Blood cells.
Blood cells, yes or no?
Blood cells.
Similarly, what will happen? Nephrocytes are there. Okay, again where present on the heart surface, that means in the pericardial sinus, and that's why they are known as what? Your pericardial cell. So remember, nephrocytes are also known as pericardial cells. Understood up to this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. These are the special cells that are distributed in the body cavity and scattered. You see, my mouse pointer visible. You see, these are the nephrocytes. These are the nephrocytes, pericardial nephrocytes. Can you see nephrocyte? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? This one, this one also. Okay. Pericardial nephrocyte. The nephrocytes are the cells that take up the foreign chemical. What is the meaning of that? What is the use? Just like we have discussed about phagocytosis yesterday. What is the function? If any foreign material is there, if a molecule is there which is having higher molecular weight and that cannot be absorbed by this Malpighian tubule, then what this nephrocyte will do? They will engulf that one. They will cover up that one. They will invade that one. Okay, and that may be destroyed, autolysis may be there, or simply they will be inside that without interfering the physiology. That means this toxic compound, this high molecular weight compound will be totally stored. That won't be useful. Understanding or not? Yes or no? This toxic material cannot be used or cannot be interfering with this normal physiology system of the insect. That is a function of nephrocyte and oonocyte. Okay, you see there are of two types, dorsal and pericardial, dorsal or pericardial and ventral. Dorsal one you have seen, yes or no? Huh? In the pericardial sinus it will be there, present in immature and adult stage of most of the insect. Then ventral you see, can you see this one? A ring like structure is there around this foregut, yes or no? Can you see? Garland like appearance, can you see? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Huh? This is what your ventral nephrocyte. Okay. Generally what will happen? It will be below this foregut and attached by two ends to the salivary gland. Here the salivary glands will be there, yes or no? You might have seen the picture in the digestive system, yes or no? It is nearby that. Present in case of dipterous larva, and nephrocytes help in the removal of ammonia, chloride, etc. etc. Understood clearly? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 So now coming to here, you can see at this region, okay, your nephrocytes will be there. Yes or no? Huh? Okay. Why I have kept this picture? Okay, pericardial. To tell you pericardial sinus, I have kept this picture. No need to tell. Circulatory system over. Okay. Then this is the nephrocyte. You see, they will take up the foreign material. This is the blood, and this is the basement membrane of nephrocyte. So what will happen from this junction? Okay, your high molecular weight component will be entering into the nephrocyte, and it will be stored inside.
So ventral nephrocytes only present in dipteran larva.
Only in case of dipteran larva, not in all of the insect.
Okay, sir.
Dorsal is present in most of the insect, but this ventral is only in case of dipteran larva, maggots. Okay. This picture clearly understood. This is the blood, hemosyl, Malpighian tubule is there, but Malpighian tubule could not absorb the high molecular weight foreign matter. That's why nephrocyte has absorbed that one inside. Clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now you see, just picture are there. Here this particular nephrocyte will be there, pericardial sinus. This is the picture, and here rectal pads will be there, and these are the Malpighian tubules. Then oonocytes. Okay, what is that? These are the large cells and are usually present near the abdominal spiracle. You can see abdominal spiracle. Okay, abdominal spiracle. These are the dorsal ribbon of oonocytes. Okay, here what will happen? This oonocyte will be there. Again, ectoderm. The cells are thought to secrete the cuticle layer. You see, these are the oonocytes. They will secrete your cuticle layer. Where cuticle layer is present?
Ligament.
Yes, yes or no? Epicuticle. Okay. Which layer of epicuticle? Which layer of epicuticle? Third or fourth. Topmost is cement. Below that, wax.
Last one.
Last one. Below that, polyphenol layer. Below that, cuticle layer will be there. Yes or no? Huh? That is the function of your oonocyte. Again, in case of your, you see cockroach, surface grease. So this darker color is made up by your oonocyte, surface grease. Okay. Involved in excretion. Excretion in the sense what? Storage excretion. They will take up the foreign matter and they will keep it there, and that won't be involved in the physiological process of the insect. The toxic element will be separated from this all other component. Understood? Yes or no? Clear? Hello?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. Now coming to fat body. Fat body, you remember, just in bracket you can write down storage excretion. What is that? You see excreta is there. Yes or no? Waste product is there. In form of what? Urate cells. Understanding my point? Waste product is there in form of which one? Uric acid. Uric acid means what? Combination of, urate cell means what? Combination of uric acids. Getting my point or not? Waste product are there. Yes or no? In form of what? Your uric acid. Understood? Yes or no? This uric acid will be combined. So many uric acid will be there like this. Okay. They will make a cell. That is known as what? Your urate cells. Understood? Yes or no? They will have this urate cells, urate cell. Okay. What they will do? That is known as what? Your combinedly fat body cells. Okay. Fat body cells. Okay. These fat body cells, okay, will combine with each other, okay, to make a larger area, which is known as what? Your trophocytes. Understood? Getting my point? All the term you understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Waste product were
Yes,
there
sir.
in the form of uric acid. Uric acid combined became urate cells, fat body. So fat body cells combinedly known as trophocytes. Clearly understood, or any doubt is there? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Huh? You see fat body cell will be there without any harmful effect. Yes or no? That means they are storing this uric acid but without causing any kind of harmful effect of this particular toxic component. Okay. So this particular phenomenon of storage of urea or uric acid in the fat body cell is called as what? Your storage excretion. Clearly understood what is storage excretion? The product is stored. The waste product is stored in a separate cell. That is known as what? Your storage excretion. Clearly understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In some cases, what happens, you see, under shortage of food, from this fat body, sometimes what will happen, the insect will reabsorb those nitrogenous waste product if that is required and feeds on if nitrogen deficient food is there, nitrogen is lacking at the time, again from this fat body, they may reuse those waste product uric acid as a nitrogen source. So uric acid is stored as urates in the cells of fat body in case of American cockroach, uric acid in the body wall giving rise to white color in case of red cotton bug. In case of most of the insect, what happen in the male accessory glands? Okay, what they will do, they will produce this outer coat of this spermatophore. That means, can you see this one? This is the normal picture of cockroach. This is the cockroach after digestion. So you see this is the fat body where they are storing the waste product. Understood clearly?
Yes.
You see the difference. Red cotton bug. Can you see in the integument you see whitish color structure is there? Yes or no? Pigment is there. That is also your what? Storage excretion. They are containing those excreta. Clearly understood?
Yes, sir.
When they mature, this will be distinct because it is enlarging slowly. Again, you see this is what your male reproductive system. This is the testis, vas deferens. All of these things are there. Here what will happen? This spermatophore will be produced or this sperm will be produced. At this place what will happen when this sperm is coming? These accessory glands, they will produce the coating of this sperm. And this is also what? Secreted that is containing your fat bodies. Okay, they will making this coating of this spermatophore. So now coming to this labial glands, you see, we already have discussed before, yes or no, in the columbola, Malpighian tubules are absent, yes or no? These are seen in labial gland, seen in columbola, Thyceruna, where what happens? Malpighian tubules are absent. They consist of a sac-like structure called ampulla, okay? A sac-like structure will be there, that is your ampulla, okay, like this, sac-like structure will be there, which is collecting the excreted product, where it will be opening. It will be open at the base of the labium. That means near the mouth part region it will be open. So here the excretion will be in the anterior side. In other cases excretion is the posterior side, but in case of columbola the excretion is in the anterior sides. Okay, these glands help to remove the ammonia. So now next one is your chloride cells. You see it is present in case of larva, that means naiads of mayfly and stonefly. What they will do? They absorb the ion from the salt water and then excrete in the surrounding. That means what is the meaning of that? You see, suppose this is the insect body. Okay, they have this salt and ions inside. Yes or no? If this salt and ion concentration will increase as compared to the surrounding water, then what will happen? This will be excreted out through this chloride cells. That means
Yes, sir.
in a gradient they are working. If inside the body the concentration of salt and ion will increase as compared to your outside water, then what will happen? They will excrete those extra amount of ion and salt. This is the function of chloride cells through which such kind of excretion will occur. Present in case of naiads of mayfly and sawfly, which are which habitat? Mayfly naiads, which habitat?
Aquatic.
Aquatic habitat. Yes or no? We already have discussed this one. Okay, they will maintain this ionic concentration. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now coming to different product. Okay, like uric acid present in case of terrestrial insect. You see those bold letter only remember. Present in terrestrial insect, product is uric acid, water insoluble, that's why require less amount of water for removal. Okay, and this phenomenon of removal of uric acid is known as uricotelism. Okay, in case of terrestrial insect, form is uric acid, water insoluble. As water insoluble, less water is required, and the phenomenon is known as uricotelism. Clearly understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then ammonia, present in aquatic insect or semi-aquatic insect. Okay, freely soluble in water. As it is soluble in water, more amount of water is required to remove this waste product. Okay, and this phenomenon is known as what? Your ammonotelism. That's why it is present in case of aquatic insect only. As more amount of water is required, which is possible in the aquatic habitat only, that's why this is present in case of aquatic insect only. Clearly understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next one is which one? Allantoin. Okay, this is a semi-solid, what? Semi-solid excretory product. Okay. Generally it is present in case of urine of fish and amphibians and in some aquatic insect. Then urea, present in very small quantity in insect. Honeydew, no need to tell, you know. Huh? Aphid will be there. Filter chamber will be there. Yes or no? Excessive sap will be there. They will be excreted out through cornicles, and that is your honeydew attracting ants. Clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, physiology of excretion. Okay. Again, coming back to this Malpighian tubule. What do you think? How Malpighian tubule is collecting the uric acid? Malpighian tubule is suspended in the distal end, is suspended in the where? Malpighian tubule suspended in
Body cavity.
body cavity.
Body cavity.
Okay. Body cavity is filled with blood.
Haemolymph.
Yes or no? Huh? Haemolymph, what they are doing? Transporting the things. It may be nutrients, it may be waste product. Yes or no? So now what will happen? As in the Malpighian tubule, okay, as in the Malpighian tubule, this particular what I was telling, just a minute. You see, Malpighian tubule is there in the body cavity, in the haemolymph. Huh? In the blood, what will happen? You see, this uric acid will be there. Where? In the blood, the waste product will be there, which is insoluble in water. Uric acid is insoluble in water, but it is soluble. But the sodium and potassium salt, okay, they are readily soluble in water. Understood?
Yes, sir.
In the body cavity, two things are there. Uric acid is there, and this sodium potassium, sorry, Na and potassium is there. Okay. Here what is happening? This is not soluble in water, but these are soluble in water. So what they will do? The uric acid is collected in the body cells, diffuses into the blood. It will be transported in the blood, which is finally circulated around the Malpighian tubule. It will come near the Malpighian tubules. Now, as it is insoluble, it cannot be absorbed by this Malpighian tubule. So what they will do? Uric acid will combine with sodium and potassium carbonates. What will happen? Now the insoluble uric acid will combine with soluble sodium and potassium carbonates. Understood up to this? Understood up to this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now what will happen? It will become sodium and potassium urates. Uric acid will combine with sodium and potassium carbonate to give rise to sodium and potassium urates. Understood up to this? Now what will happen?
Yes, sir.
These two are soluble in water. Sodium and potassium urates are soluble in water, and they will be absorbed by this Malpighian tubule, by the distal part of this Malpighian tubule. Up to this understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, inside
sir.
this Malpighian tubule, what happened? This sodium and potassium urates entered. Understood? Yes or no? Up to this clear? Huh? Okay. Now, inside this what will happen? Inside this Malpighian tubule what will happen? You see, they have alkaline pH. Okay, they have alkaline pH. One more thing is their carbonic anhydrase. This is also present in the Malpighian tubule. What these two things will do? They will break these things. These things means what? Sodium and potassium urates. They will break these things into what? You see, water, bicarbonate and uric acid. Yes or no? Understanding? Now this sodium and potassium urates divided into your water, sodium and potassium carbonates, and your uric acid. Up to this clear? Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Now,
sir.
in the Malpighian tubule, what is there? Water is there, the sodium potassium carbonates are there, and uric acid is there. Two things will be absorbed, and uric acid will be freely moving in this Malpighian tubule towards your rectum or towards your hindgut. Yes or no? Huh? Then excretion will occur. It will pass into the proctadium and is finally excreted through the anus, uric acid excretion principle. You see, what is the first step? Uric acid is there, sodium carbonate is there, and potassium carbonate is there. Yes or no? Step by step we will understand. Huh? Now, what happened? This is soluble, this is insoluble, these two are soluble. Yes or no? Understanding? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now what will happen? They will combine. Combine to what? Sodium urate and potassium urate. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This will be absorbed by the Malpighian tubule. Okay? In the Malpighian, what is there? Alkaline pH is there, and your this anhydride, carbonate anhydride is there. What they will do? They will break these things into what? Water plus uric acid plus the sodium potassium carbonates. Yes or no? These two will be reabsorbed, and uric acid will be there inside this Malpighian tubule. Understood? Understood?
Okay, sir.
Okay, clear? Yes or no? Now, uric acid is there in the Malpighian tubule. What will happen now? This uric acid will move to the where? You see, in the from the blood they have collected this uric acid. Now the uric acid will go, and it will come to this junction. It will go to the hindgut. Yes or no? Then it will be excreted out. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Huh? You
Yes, sir.
see, this is the body cavity. In the body cavity, blood is there. In the blood, these two things are there. Uric acid, salt, iron, all are there. This is insoluble. These are soluble. They will combine to make sodium urate and potassium urate. This is absorbed by this Malpighian tubule. But in the Malpighian tubule, pH is more, and this anhydride will be there. Then what will happen? They will give rise to water, uric acid plus these carbonates. Uric acid will be what? In the Malpighian tubule. In the Malpighian tubule, uric acid will be absorbed. Now it will go to this what? Proximal part of Malpighian tubule, enter into the ileum, colon, rectum, and excreted out. That's why uric acid excretion can be regarded as the special physiological adaptation for water conservation also in case of terrestrial insect. Okay. You see, now coming to this ammonia, primary end product of nitrogen metabolism in case of aquatic insect. These are highly toxic, but toxicity can be reduced if extreme dilution will be there. Okay. Therefore, to excrete this highly toxic ammonia, large amount of water is required, and this is known as ammonotalism. And only in case of aquatic or semi-aquatic insect only ammonia is excreted, because they can only use more water because they are inside the aquatic habitat, and they can excrete this toxic ammonia.